there. How are you? I need to ask you something. Hey,
Good morning.
come back. Morning to you too. There's Connie. Have you seen the other Connie that used to come?
I've not seen her.
See, she wasn't vaccinated, and I'm wondering if she stopped coming.
She wasn't what?
Vaccinated, and so I wonder whether she's not coming because it's required now on that.
Yeah.
And whether I don't know whether she was against getting vaccinated or whether she just hadn't done that. Anyway, I thought maybe you knew, that's
Some
why.
people had political views that,
I know, yes, right.
and there was a gentleman coming to eat lunch, and they always set him off in the corner by himself because he refused to get vaccinated.
I just wondered, I thought maybe you knew yeah. Whoop, that's a little loud. Trying to see if that's too loud. It's okay. Okay, good. How are you, Miss Karen?
I'm trying the new.
Oh, what do you think?
Well, it really makes your legs soft.
Yeah, still itch. I wonder if it's, have you talked to a doctor about whether it's something internal? And they haven't been able to find it
It
either.
is, and I've been to my
Skin doctor?
and his nurse practitioners altogether about 4 times. Then they sent me to a dermatologist.
Yes, right.
And that was no good. I mean, I went a couple of times to him. He would dream of it. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on it. Nothing has helped.
That's so weird.
I really deal with it.
Well, you don't seem to have a choice.
I had shots and
Goodness,
I never had this
so odd,
in 85 years.
so odd.
Well, it started from a medication.
Yeah. Well, if I think of anything else, I'm going to keep you in mind. We should start. We're going to start down. Yes. We actually, you can count on that. We always do. So. All right, we are going to start, my friends. If anybody has a lovely bell or something that I could use instead of shouting at you. So welcome to all of you who are at home too and joining us. So find a comfortable sitting position here so that we can start with some relaxed breathing now. So just relax your body there. Especially you're just letting your hips and your legs rest on the ground there so that the upper part of your spine lifts up. And as you relax the body, particularly relaxing your belly now so that on your inhale, your belly will fill up from your breath. Don't need to kind of push that to have that happen. It just, if you relax the belly, it just naturally occurs. The breath rising up, widening out your side ribs and coming up right around the area of your heart. And then as you exhale all the way back down, breathing through the nose now on both inhale and exhale. So sometimes I think it helps to think about the breath really originating underneath you, in the ground underneath you, certainly contact with the ground is helpful. It helps the body relax so that we breathe more easily. But just imagining that the breath is arising from the ground underneath you, filling up your belly, rising up, and relaxing as the breath comes back down on the exhale. So there's one more natural thing that happens if you're just sitting in a relaxed way and breathing. So as your belly expands, just naturally, as the breath moves up on the inhale, your head will rise up just slightly. And as you exhale, your chin naturally comes in just slightly, so not enough that you would touch your throat or your chest, just a tiny bit. So just for a couple breaths, see if you can find that. So particularly on the exhale, as your chin moves in just slightly towards your throat, what happens is the back of your neck opens up and the spine lengthens more, and your shoulders come into a more relaxed position on your back. So one more breath just like that. Good, you can open your eyes. So part of the reason I wanted to talk to you about that is for you to get an increasing sense of the movement in the body as we practice yoga. So sometimes in the beginning, because we're trying so hard to learn how to do the different poses, that we tighten up and get kind of stiff, and then we can't breathe very well. So the poses are living. So as we move through the practice and you continue to breathe, you'll feel that more, that this is a living, breathing practice, and no need to, get tight or worried that you're not doing it right. Everything sort of falls into place as you continue in yoga, continue the breathing. All of that just becomes more natural. Eyes are open now. Interlace your hands and stretch up into seated mountain pose. And let your right hand come down to the mat, and your left arm is coming over, seated side stretch. And come all the way back up, reach up again. And then let your left hand down and your right arm coming over. And all the way back up, reach up. And this time, just a gentle twist here. Bring your left hand onto your right knee. Right fingertips are behind your back. First, lengthen up, and then let your low belly draw in a little bit as you twist around. All of that to protect your low back. Come back around to center and reach up again, seated mountain pose. And then come into the other side now. Right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind you. Lengthen, draw the belly in and twist. Come back. And bring your arms down, bring your legs forward, and just move your feet around. You can point and flex your feet. Circle around. Good, now come to your hands and knees for cat stretch here with your palms underneath your shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. As you inhale, arch your back a little bit, lift your chest, look up. And exhale, round up your back. So in cat, we have sort of a slightly exaggerated movement, like I was talking about with the breathing. So as you're inhaling, your head lifts naturally as you arch your back. As you exhale, the head sinks down. The chin comes in a little bit. Continue just like that, inhaling, arch your back, look up. And exhale, round up your back. And come back now into child's pose. Bring your hips back to your heels. Lower your forehead down. And come back to your hands and knees. Arch your back for cat, look up. And exhale, round up your back. And one more time with that. Inhaling. This time as you exhale and round up your back, turn your toes under in the back and lift up your hips and come into downward facing dog. So just make any adjustments that are helpful to you here, especially softening your knees a little bit. Soften your hands up. Relax your head down. Bring your chin in just slightly and it will be in a good position right there. Now step your feet up to your hands and roll yourself up. Take all the time you need. Roll yourself up. Come up to standing. Good. And bring your palms together to your heart now, and we'll do our sun salutations. So palms to your heart. And bring your arms back to your sides. Inhale, arms up overhead. Bring your palms together and look up at your hands. Exhale, fold over in a forward bend. Your hands could be anywhere on your legs or touch the floor. Lower your head down. Inhale your head up, flat back and look forward. As you exhale, step each foot back, come onto your knees. And cat stretch, inhale, arching your back, look up. And exhale, round up your back. Turn your toes under and lift up your hips, downward facing dog. Relax here and breathe. Inhale as you step forward to your hands, looking forward with a flat back. As you exhale, fold over, forward bend. Now come all the way up. Take your time, press into your feet, come all the way back up, arms out and up. Join your palms and bring your palms down to your heart. And we'll do it one more time now. Inhale, arms up. Look up. Exhale, fold over, standing forward bend. Inhale your head up, flat back and look forward. Exhale, step each foot back, come onto your hands and knees. As you inhale now, arch your back, look up. And exhale, round up your back. Toes under in the back and lift up and come into down dog and breathe. Inhale as you step forward to your hands, looking forward with a flat back. As you exhale, fold over, forward bend. And now press into your feet, come all the way up, roll yourself up, take your time. Bring your arms out and up. Look up at your hands and bring your palms down to your heart. Good. Make your way down to sitting now. One way we've been doing it is just to slide your hands down your legs with a flat back if you're having trouble figuring out a better way to come down. And then just lower yourself down. Good. Sage's pose now. So your legs are going straight forward to start with, and then bend the right knee. Take your right arm and just wrap it around that knee. So first just sit up tall. And then bring this left hand onto your extended leg. Lengthen and then fold over just to wherever's a good point for you. And you can bend this knee a little bit, the one that's extended. And come all the way up. We'll go to the other side now. Left knee bending, right leg going forward, and take your left arm, just wrap that knee and sit up tall first. And then begin to come forward. And come all the way up. Good. And bring the soles of your feet together now for seated bound angle pose. So make sure that you roll up on your sitting bones here. Let your spine lengthen up as the knees gently come down. Seated bound angle. Tuck your elbows in close and just lean forward a little bit. And come all the way up and bring both legs forward now. For the full seated forward bend, so both hands either on your legs or right beside your legs, getting again some length in the spine first. And I would say soften the knees even more. This is a more intense forward bend, so make sure that you're not just yanking on your back here. Bend the knees more. That helps to open the low back. Just fold over. And just roll yourself up and come onto your back. Now just lay back on your back. If you have a strap with you, just get your strap right next to you. Those of you who are right underneath those fans, would you rather have the fans off? Okay. Okay. Good. Lay back on your backs now. So first some leg lifts. So starting on your right side, raise the right leg up, flexing your foot on the way up and pointing on the way back down. And then left leg the same way, flex the foot on the way up and pointing on the way down. One more time on each side, right leg up and back down. And left leg up and back down. Good. Now take your strap in your right hand and bring your right leg up, straight up in the strap with that foot. So this is a group of poses, all the things that we do on the back, laying down on the back like this. Very helpful for our backs, helps to open up the hips so we're not so tight. So we were talking before class started about some issues with backs. So know that this little series right here with your strap, so helpful to developing more openness in the low back. So you can do this at home easily, laying on a bed even. And so if you have back issues, I would just recommend that you do this maybe a little more often at home. And just over time, I think you'll find that you are more able to move and walk, sit easier because of doing these. So right leg is up in your strap now. That foot is pressing up toward the ceiling. And if you soften your knee more, you'll feel that low back really widen against the floor, relax more. This is reclined hand to foot pose. Open that leg out to the right, bring your left arm out from your shoulder and look back towards your left hand. Bring that leg straight back up again. Take your foot out of the strap and just lower that leg down. You can reach your arms back and stretch. And then bring your left knee or left foot up. And again, soften your knee so that you really can feel your low back. And then open your leg out to the left, right arm out to the side, look back at your right hand. Bring your legs straight up again. And then take your foot out, lower your leg down, reach your arms back and stretch. So another pose in this group of things that are really helpful for your back is called pigeon. So bend both of your knees and put your feet down. And now take your right ankle and place it on the left bent knee. So now you've created sort of a triangle space there. So just lift your both legs up towards your chest a little bit and reach your right arm through that space. And then with both of your hands, place both of your hands now on that bent knee, the leg that's on the bottom of this little form here. And you can stay right here and breathe now into your right hip. If you have a little bit more flexibility there, you can draw the knee in towards your chest a little more, and you'll feel a little more opening there. So this is reclined pigeon. Pigeon is a very important pose in yoga, and it has several different variations of how you can do pigeon. This is the one on the back, obviously. Now lower that left foot down and take your ankle off. And we'll do it on the other side now. So left ankle on the right bent knee. And you have that triangle space now. So just bring both of your legs in a little bit now toward your chest. Reach your left arm through that space. And then hold the bottom knee here with both of your hands. And breathe there into your hip. If you like, you can bring the knee in a little closer. But keep breathing now into the hip, the left hip in this case. Now place that foot down, the right foot down, take your ankle off, and just hug both knees into your chest and rock a little bit side to side. And then just roll yourself to the right and just use your hands to press yourself up. And bring your ankles in close to your body and roll forward to hands and knees for cat stretch. Inhaling, arch your back. Exhaling, round up your back. And again, inhale, arching your back, lift your chest. Exhale, round up your back, tuck your toes under, come into downward facing dog. Just breathe there. And just walk your feet up to your hands and very slowly rolling yourself back up. Come up to standing. Good. Standing in mountain pose now with your feet about hip distance apart. And relax your body, just like when we were sitting. Just relax the body first. Have a feeling as if you're letting go of your weight just all the way down into the ground. The shoulders come down easily onto your back. Soften your knees a little bit. And bring your chin in just slightly. Mountain pose. Good. Widen your feet out now for the wide angle forward bend. So feet are wide apart here. You might put your hands on your waist to start with and just fold forward. So just like in any other forward bending motion here, you come down to a place that's comfortable for you. You can slide your hands down to come down a little bit further and relax your shoulders, your neck, and your head. Now to come up, make sure to press down into your feet as you roll up really slowly. Good. Now, stand toward the center of your mat. And take a small step forward. Actually, for this one, take a bigger step forward with your right foot and bring your left foot back so that you find a place where you feel really steady here. Your hips are going straight forward. This is warrior one now. And bend your front knee a little bit. And still finding that real stable position. And then bring your arms up. Warrior one. So your arms can just be apart like this. You can also join your palms if you like. Now lower your arms, straighten your knee and step back. We'll do it on the other side. Step forward, left foot, and step the right leg back so that you find that position that feels really just right for you. And bend the front knee. Your hips are going straight forward. Bring your arms up. So keep thinking down into your feet and press into that back heel. And if you like, you can join your palms. And lower your arms and straighten that knee and step back again. Now triangle pose. Step a small step forward with your right foot. So the other thing that we were talking about before class in relation to back issues is it's really possible to have too much flexibility in the hips. So the standing poses sort of correct that. The standing poses give you strength and stability in the bottom part of this pose to make it more possible then for you to be flexible in a safe and good way. So from here now, for triangle pose, you have your right leg going forward. Take your left arm forward. You might watch me once, and I'm going to just sweep my arm down and back and look up at my hand as it comes up and bring the other hand down on my leg. And you're right here in triangle, already looking up at that top hand. And then we'll come back up. So try it now with me. So sweep this left arm forward and then down and back and just follow your hand there and bring your front hand down on your leg anywhere. Breathing. And lower that arm, come all the way back up and step back. And this time, small step forward with your left foot. Take your right arm forward and just bring it back and up and look up at that hand. And the left hand comes down on your leg. And lower that arm, come all the way up. Good. Step toward the top of your mat for half moon pose. Bring your arms up and side bending over to the right. Just opening up this whole area on the sides of your body. Come up. And to the left. Up. One more time to the right. And up. And to the left. Up. Good. Lower your arms and just carefully making your way down now to sitting. Take your time. And we'll do Sage's twist here. So bend this right knee, and this time take your left arm and wrap that knee, and the right fingertips are behind your back. Lengthen up first. Draw your belly in and twist. And come back around. And other side, left knee is bending. This time the right arm wraps that knee. Sitting tall, draw your belly in and then twist. And come back around. Going to do fish pose now. So remember, this is the pose where we're going to have our legs crossed as if we were sitting, except we lay back and bring our arms back and hold the elbows in back. So there you have just a very soft back bend in fish. So fish is a restorative pose, so we really want to feel very comfortable and relaxed here. So you can adjust particularly your arms. Sometimes it gets hard to hold your arms in that position. You can release the arms and lay your hands over your heart if you would rather, or just have the side of your body.
It's really hard getting back up again, but I'm all right. Thank you.
We're going to move into our final relaxation now. You could keep your knees bent with your feet on the ground to start with. And find those breaths again where you open the belly as you inhale, letting the breath move up to the area around your heart and lungs. And then on your back, it's very easy to feel how the breath also comes into the back body. And then on your exhale, let everything come back down. The belly will naturally just sink back into that resting place there. The breath comes all the way down, even into your feet, and down into the ground underneath your feet. And a couple more breaths, just like that. You can stay with your knees bent if that is a relaxing position for you. Otherwise, just stretch your legs out along the ground and finding a comfortable way for your shoulders to be so that they're softer and more open. And soften your face now. Let your eyes just rest back. Soften the muscles of your face, especially right around your mouth and your jaw. And noticing places in your back body that are touching the ground now. Backs of your shoulders, your hips and legs, and see if you can soften more around those areas so that they can feel that soothing contact against the ground there. And having a sense now that any residual tension in your body can just drain into the earth. And then also feeling the space around you, the space in this room, the space above the body, all around your body. As if you could just soften that outline of your body and soften more into the space around you. So we always rest at the end of the yoga practice. And each time we do it, it is a lovely experience just to let go, relax the body, relax our minds. And we do it every time because we want to train our bodies and our minds to have a way of feeling less stress in our bodies and in our minds. And it's a way of learning how to listen to our bodies and listen to our feelings. So we're training here in this relaxation pose so that we're much more able to do that every day. Just start to breathe just a little more deeply now, just to bring some fresh energy into your body. And you can make some gentle movements now. Move your fingers and toes. Stretch in some way that feels good to you. And then roll yourself onto your right side just for a breath or two so that you come up more slowly from the relaxation pose. And as you're ready, just come back up to sitting. I'm just going to do one more thing here. So this is a pose called the Yoga Mudra, which means the seal of yoga. It's sometimes done at the very end of a yoga practice. If you'll just reach around and hold a wrist lightly and back here, and then just fold yourself forward, always only to a place that feels comfortable for you. And then to come out of Yoga Mudra, we want to come out extra slowly. So just roll yourself up. And when you're all the way back up, just bring your palms together to your heart. Thank you all so much for being here today. I hope you have a lovely day and stay cool. It's pretty hot, so nice to see you, and namaste. Mm-hmm. Yes, I knew. I was waiting for you, Beth, because I knew you. I had to get clearance on it, but we've got it. So yes, you're welcome. You are welcome.
There's consensus. We like it.
Good.
That was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Take your time coming up. Let me get your mat for you. So, come tell me what happened. Come here.
When I laid down, my side was hurting me, and I thought, I can't get back up, and I don't want to disturb everything.
Oh my
But-
goodness.
But now I'm fine, so it just... I should take a painkiller, but I don't want to take one every day.
Is it a, sort of a chronic thing that happens?
No, just lately, since I had this massage, so I think maybe I got bruised or something, and I just have to wait it out.
Yeah.
This is helping a great deal, it really is.
Well, you've been doing just lovely, and I was so worried when I saw you. I thought, actually, it did cross my mind that what would I do if... Come in, chair class people. Come right in here. Hello, dear. Come in.
Where's your camera today?
It is always going to be up there now, so Uh, you're welcome. So welcome. See you Thursday. Yeah.
But it is humid today, so
Yes, goodness. It's supposed to get 100 or something at the end of the week, if you can believe that. Bye, Connie. See you. Oh.
turn my volume.
Oh. No worry. People are just used to that these days, I think. Let me get some of these mats out. Get you a mat right there, dear. Tell me which kind of chair do you like better? The black one? I'll get it for you. Don't worry. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
What size they are, I'll let you know, but if you know, if not, I'll figure something.
No, my big thing is I can't get down on the floor and I can't breathe. So
All of that is going to change. I promise you.
muscles are well, and the breathing is going to change. It's certainly not going to get any worse talking from it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know how this disease works. I just know it keeps you in the booty.
Yeah. Well, I think, I think we talked about too that just the tension that creates.
Yeah.
I mean, breathing is so basic
Well,
that,
it's so easy for the bronchial tubes to fill up down low. 'Cause
yeah,
they're stretched out.
yeah. Wow.
You know, my husband doesn't. And it's my couch. Yeah. My husband doesn't have a tie in his room. Do you want one? Does he need one? At our age? No. I got rid of all his a couple of years ago. He saw no reason why. I don't think he even got a suit. Well, we went to Goodwill. I can't buy a suit or a sport coat to wear to our grandson's wedding.
So how's your week been?
Why this was well, and you work with this.
Very, very busy.
Most of my clothes like this are
Then
hanging
you
up
still
to my
in
daughter's.
Boston school?
Where are you gonna sit?
I will be right up here.
Then I'll take this turquoise.
Today.
It has been so long, I just need
They've got some younger than her in there. There's more play than there is books.
Yeah.
They're learning.
Well, I would have my Oh, I was wondering about that. I was hoping you would talk because I can't do that. I can't do this unless we get up there at 6 in the morning.
And there's a lot of talking about values and things that and he also, they play a lot. Well,
I'm
it's
still in
a camp right now,
the
so, yeah, but
We go to bed.
2 weeks, this is my last week. And then my next one is passed away, so, we've been doing a lot.
We are reading a lot. That's the marvelous thing about being retired. You can do what you want. I bake a pan of cookies just about every evening.
So, and he stayed with me a lot because she wanted to be with Willow and Willow wanted her to be with her, and I even went, well,
No, I wouldn't do that because we both
make
are
Emily
not
come
there.
home, and her grandmother's here, and her grandmother's
There you go.
well, I'm just in busy. And he needed on me. Well, we do everything that's fine.
There's a difference between satisfying that
We
yearning.
made 2 copies. cookies. Actually, we made 3 pies, but we took them to.
You put your shoes on.
Most people in chair like to keep their shoes on, so I just decided I'd put mine on today. Usually I keep I keep them off. So either way is fine.
Time at home, you won't find me with a pair of shoes on.
I know. I love to go
I go in
barefoot.
the door and
I have to have orthopedic things in my foot. I've got metatarsal neuroma.
Oh my goodness.
It's kind of like carpal tunnel.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
Well, those are cute shoes. What are they?
These are Skechers. And
Skechers.
Those are very cute shoes.
That's what all
Yeah.
my daughter wears the Skechers.
yeah, my things are two garden, 31st.
They have
Building up the back.
I have a pair of old things I use in the yard, but I'm not a garden person. I hate the yard.
That's,
I have a bottom of the shear and I got
that's the first thing I do. Get my foot proper.
So it's very much like
my friend was
a house.
a
She's,
You gotta like.
For me, it's work. It's really, you gotta write down and say, okay, I gotta do that.
Yeah. No, I got the look.
This year I haven't gotten to do it at all.
No, well, it's June.
So how do you get?
Good. How about you?
Fine.
See you, lady.
Good. My husband's had a problem, but, he got a pinch something in here.
Oh,
It's been going on 3 weeks. He's been to the medical doctor. They do an MRI on Thursday. He's been to a chiropractor. And the chiropractor, I don't know her name, but she says, Pat, I can't do you any good. You've got blah, 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 blah.
I know the bottle.
So we don't know. He goes for MRI.
Does it
Oh,
go?
I love your top. Thank you. Isn't it?
It's beautiful.
More compliments on this because of this thing right here.
It's beautiful.
It was easier to take, not have to stand there.
I like it.
And it looks like you have jewelry
He's
on.
going to,
about 10 years old.
he's going to Wamego.
So does it pain down the back of his leg too, or just in his
Back
hips?
and all the way down this leg.
So that's like sciatic pain, right?
Yes, sciatic.
Yes, right. Really painful.
But
People
he's
that
going
practice yoga don't have it as much. So
He's going
yes,
to Wamego.
nice to see you.
because,
Well, I've got
well,
one.
I can't say anything good about Manhattan Emergency. Not one thing can I
I
say
have,
good.
I have.
We went over,
Well, I
and
have two
then
pills that I take at night.
the girl at Meadowlark, Christina, got an appointment
Pills that I take
at
at night. Then- So I have one of the little medicines.
Wamego.
When I'm getting my pills.
At
out
the-
morning,
What's in Wamego?
Oh,
The-
their hospital.
Oh,
out where I
So
can
that's where he's
see.
going for his MRI because,
no confidence
talk
here.
about Manhattan. I hope I never get sick enough to have to go there.
So you've had a bad experience.
Oh my God, we sat and waited for 4 hours in the emergency room.
Oh my goodness.
And Pat finally had to go to the bathroom, so he pushed the button and they moved us from one room to the next. I mean, you have 2 hours in here and 2 hours in here. And the girl came in, he says, I really need to go to the bathroom. Can you tell me where it is? She said, I'll be right back.
Didn't see her again.
I thought he'd go pee his pants. I said, let me go find the bathroom. So I did, and I ran into this nurse. And I said, young lady, we've been here about 4 hours. Can you tell me how long it's going to be? And she says, well, we got lots of sick people here. It'll be a while. So I told her, I said, go to the bathroom, honey. I think we better go home.
Oh,
4 hours.
did you leave?
Yeah, we went home, and then Christina got us in the next day to Wamego. So we go there, and he goes through all these tests for about,
I don't know.
You know, I don't know.
They said, then you gotta come back for the MRI. Now, he goes back for the MRI, and he can't lay down. He sleeps in his recliner. But he can't lay down because of pain, and she says, we can't do this right now. You gotta have stronger medicine so you can lay flat.
Yeah.
But you gotta lay flat. So, yeah, it's better. They give him stronger medicine. And he goes back Thursday for MRI, but we don't know what they're going to do.
For goodness sakes. Is the hospital in Wamego a local hospital, or is it the one from Atlanta? Not Atlanta, Topeka. What's the hospital in Wamego?
Stormont Vale.
Stormont Vale. Yes, right.
I don't know, do you?
That would be out of Wichita, Stormont Vale, isn't it?
No, it's in Topeka.
Stormont Vale's out of Topeka. Wesley's out of Wichita.
Right.
It's only when
I don't know. All
There
I
used to
know
be a
is she
St.
got him
That's
into
good.
there, and they were so nice. It's unbelievable.
The difference.
They have this machine with water and all this stuff, and I said to the young lady,
better start.
how much is it cost? Did you just have a water? And she said, you want she goes in the back, and reaches back. Anything I want, she said. Well, I have
Friends, we are going to, let's start.
All right, rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
I didn't have.
Oh, yes. Where would you like to be, dear? Right there? Okay.
Our strength training?
I'll leave.
Yeah, she wasn't there.
Oh, do you come to strength training?
I do.
Monday, Wednesday, yeah.
Monday, Wednesday. I don't come on. I don't do anything on Thursday and Friday.
Are those your holidays?
Yes.
Yes, I decided.
I will leave that there in case somebody comes in late. Can you see me and hear me okay from back there? Okay. All right, ladies, we're going to start. Yes, I will.
Because that's my big year. Thank you.
Is that better?
On the west side of town.
I live south of town.
We're going to start.
We moved from 3,600 square feet down to 1,000 square feet. We built a small cottage on our land out in gorgeous trees all the way around us. But it's
Lovely.
out Manhattan Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
And people say, Fran, you won't like it, it's too small because we have 4 bedrooms. And I said, you don't know me. Anyway, it's not very far for me to come.
Lovely. All right, we're going to start. So get comfortable in your chair there. Welcome to any of you who are joining us from home. So it's important to be comfortable here so you can really relax and be supported by your chair. And just have your feet planted there about hip distance apart, hands just resting in your lap. Just connecting now to your deeper breathing. As you relax more, your belly will expand on your inhale, and the breath then rises up and widens out around the area of your heart and your lungs. And then the breath turns, coming all the way back down. The belly will sink back in toward the end of an exhale, and you will probably feel as if the breath also then moves down through your legs and feet into the ground. And just keep breathing just like that.
Yeah, Sean's coming.
Okay, let me help you to the chair. So as you're breathing and relaxing there, just notice that actually your body moves as you breathe. Obviously, when the belly expands, you feel that movement there. But also on an inhale, your head will just very gently rise a little bit on the inhale, and then your chin will drop just lightly towards your throat, not touching the throat on the exhale. So that movement also happens as you're breathing deeply there. It helps us to understand that in yoga, when we're doing the different postures, that they're living, they're breathing and living poses. So it helps us to remember not to be real tight and tense as we move through the different yoga poses. Good. Now sit forward in your chair, palms on your legs. Hi, Sean. Inhale, arch your back, lift your chest. And exhale, rounding up your back, and let your head relax and keep going just like that. So this is sort of an exaggerated example of what I was talking about in terms of your head. So in cat, as we inhale and arch the back a little bit, your head is going to rise. You don't have to really even make that happen. And then as you exhale, your back will round up and your head relaxes down. And one more of those. Now widen your feet just a little bit with your palms on your legs and just make a big circle around. And then switch and go the other way. And then just sit back in your chair and bring your arms up overhead and just interlace your hands and stretch into seated mountain pose. And then let your right hand come down to the edge of your chair. Your left arm is going across, seated side stretch, and then come back up, reaching up. And let your left hand come down, your right arm coming over. And all the way back up and reach up. And then a gentle twist here, left hand on your right knee, and just lightly hold the back of your chair, getting some length in your spine first. Draw your low belly in and twist. Come back around, reach up. And twisting to the other side now, right hand on that left knee. Remember to lengthen up first. Draw the belly in and then twist. Come back around, lifting up. Now undo your fingers and bend your elbows and slide your right elbow on top. So now, just with your arms just like this, you can feel a stretch across the upper part of your back. You can also twist a little bit more so that you touch your palms, but not necessary really to do that, to feel the stretch in your back, top of the shoulders. Reach up again. And then bend the elbows and do that on the left now. So your left elbow is on top. You might bring your elbows a little away from your chest and up just a little bit. And then stretch up again. Last time here. And let your arms come down and your legs go forward and just move your feet around. You can point and flex your feet. Move feet around. Keep doing that. Oops, got it. You guys can relax your feet. I didn't mean for you to have to just keep doing that forever and forever. You'll be exhausted by the time.
You shouldn't have started early again.
Sorry about that, sir. So sorry.
To do something and then
I know that it was important.
overlook the time.
Do not worry. Put your chair down.
I was trying to take a nap.
That was important.
Almost worked.
All right. We are going to do our sun salutation now. So bring the palms to your heart there. We'll do it twice here. So arms down now, and then inhale your arms up overhead, sweeping your arms up. Look up at your hands, and exhale, fold over in a forward bend. Anywhere on your legs is good. Honor your own back. As you inhale, draw your right knee up to your chest and look up for lunge pose. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, both palms on your knees. Arch your back and lift your chest up for cobra pose. Exhale, fold back over. Inhale, left knee up to your chest, looking up. Lunge pose on this side. And exhale, fold back over. And inhale, come all the way up, sweeping your arms out to the sides and up. Palms together, look at your hands. And bring your palms down to your heart. And one more time now, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over, forward bend. Inhale, right knee up to your chest. Exhale, over. Inhale, both palms on your knees, arch your back. Lift your chest, look up. Cobra pose. Exhale, fold back over. And left knee up. And back over. And arms coming all the way up. And palms back to your heart. Good. Now, sit a little bit forward in your chair for head to knee pose. Bring the right knee out to the side. The left leg is going straight forward. And one hand is on each leg. Sit up really tall first. And then begin to slide this left hand down your leg. Always in these forward bending poses, just respect your back so you don't come too far. And come all the way back up. And we'll repeat it on the other side now. So this left knee comes out to the side, right leg goes forward. Sitting tall first, and then slide that arm down your leg. And come all the way back up. And just bring the soles of your feet together now for seated bound angle pose. sitting tall, but also pressing the knees out gently. Good, and bring your knees up and just widen your feet out more. For the wide angle forward bend now, resting your arms just on your legs. You want to be just breathing into your low back so that you can feel your low back open and relax. You could stay just right here. You can also drop your arms right between your knees and maybe roll down a little bit further. Relax your head and neck if you're doing that. And then to come out of that, place one hand on each knee and press down into your knees. That helps to release your low back, and you can roll up slowly. Good. Pigeon pose now. Bring your right ankle on top of the left knee, or you could just lightly cross at the ankles here. We're going to be opening this right hip, so you would be just pressing that knee open. So either way is good. So pigeon being that pose that helps to open the hips up more, and that way when we stand, when we walk, we have a more open, natural gait. So pressing gently now into the right knee. We don't do yoga, our yoga practice, just to say that we could do these poses, which sometimes it's easy to feel like that, like, wow, I can do that. The reason we do it is to help us in our everyday life. So we want to be able to walk well, stand well, do all the things we enjoy doing things that need to be done, our work, whatever that is. Good. Take that foot off. We'll do it on the other side. And just gently pressing that knee. Good. Now take your ankle off and sit forward and just do another cat stretch, arching your back and lifting your chest, and then rounding up your back. And again. And round up your back. Good. Now come to standing. And come behind your chair. Those of you who would like to do moon and stars sitting, please know that you can stay seated in your chair for that. So first standing in mountain pose with your feet about hip distance apart. So if you are sitting in a chair, you want to have your feet planted with your feet about hip distance apart. And that is a seated version of this mountain pose. So move your knees a little bit, soften your knees up so that your knees are not locked up in this standing pose. And see if you can have a sense now of your back body, starting with your heels, resting back into your heels so that they sink down. Their tailbone drops down a little bit and the shoulders come onto your back. Again, finding a natural stance here, so not as if we are coming into a tension, very straight and tight, but relaxed, and feeling the stability of the ground underneath us. Good. Moon and stars. Now inhale your arms up, palms together, and side bending over to the right for half moon pose. And all the way up and to the left. And up. And now step out for 5-pointed star. Bring your arms out wide, reaching through your fingers. 5-pointed star. Now goddess pose. Turn your feet out a little bit and bend your knees. And bend the elbows in and palms are up. This is goddess pose. And reach through 5-pointed star. Now half triangle, right hand down, left arm going up. If you can look up at that hand. And reach through 5-pointed star. Half triangle to the left, right hand up. And reach through 5-pointed star. And goddess pose again. Bend the knees, palms are up. Reach through 5-pointed star. And step together, half moon pose to the right. And up. And to the left. Up. Step out one more time. We'll go through it one more time. 5-pointed star. And goddess pose. And 5-pointed star. And half triangle, right hand down, left arm going up. And reach through. And left hand down, right arm up. And 5-pointed star. And last time for goddess pose. Reach through and step together. Half moon pose to the right. And up. And to the left. Up and lower your arms. And let's do Warrior One now. So turn so that your left hand is on the side, on the top of your chair. And take a small step forward with your right foot. And you might adjust your back foot so that you feel really solid and steady here. We're going to be bending the front knee just a little bit. Now with your right arm, as you bend your knee, sweep that right arm up overhead. Front knee is bending, the arm is reaching up. Now lower your arm and straighten your knee. And again, bend the front knee, sweep your arm up overhead, and lower your arm and straighten the knee. Last one on this side, so bend that knee, sweep your arm up. This time, hold this Warrior One and breathe. And lower that arm and straighten the knee. And turn now the other way, so your right hand is on the chair, back of the chair. The left knee is bending. So you people that are seated have a nice position. I forgot to talk about it, but you figured that out. Very good. So now, sweeping the left arm up as that front knee bends, Warrior One. And lower your arm and straighten the knee. And again, inhale, bend the knee, sweep your arm up overhead. And back down. And last time now, bend your front knee, sweep your arm up. Breathing. And lower your arm, straighten that leg, and have a seat in your chair. Sit a little bit forward here and do a cat stretch. Now holding the back of your chair for chest expansion. Your feet are about hip distance apart here. And we start this back bend preparation pose is what this is. We start it in our feet. So really stand into your feet, which will then lift your chest up. Your shoulders roll onto your back. And release that. Shake your arms a little bit. And then place your palms right on your low back with your fingers pointing down. And same thing, this is camel pose. So stand into your feet. That lifts your chest up. And with a very natural curve here, just allow your shoulders, your neck, and your head just to come into a natural curve. And come all the way back up. And bring your legs out wide and fold over into that wide angle forward bend. Relax your shoulders, your neck, and your head. And just place your palms back on your knees and press down into your knees and roll yourself up. Good, and sit back now in your chair and just roll your shoulders to the back. And to the front. And then let your right ear come down to that right shoulder, keeping your shoulder relaxed. And bring your head back up. And let your left ear come down to the left shoulder. And bring your head back up. And now make a slow circle around. And go back the other way with your circle. Good. Now, placing your palms down on your legs and drop your chin towards your chest to open up the back of your neck. For ragdoll, so loosen your shoulders up and begin to slide your hands along your legs very slowly, just rolling back down. Just come as far forward as is comfortable for you. keep the shoulders relaxing like you're a rag doll. And then when you're ready to come back up, just place both palms on your knees. Press down into your knees to release your back as you very, very slowly rolling back up. When you're all the way back up, just rest your hands in your lap. So place one hand on top of the other hand. So we're going to do a breathing practice called breathing flowers. So just imagine that you have a flower in this hand. And first just bring your fingers of your hand in toward the palm of your hand. Just a very, very gentle little fist there. It's not really a fist. Just bringing the fingers in. Now, as you inhale, and remember to relax your belly, let the fingers of your hand just very slowly open like the petals of a flower. Close your eyes now. As you exhale, just let those fingers very softly close in toward the palm of your hand. The petals of your flower are folding back in. As you inhale, let the petals of the flower open. As you inhale deeply, and as you exhale, let your fingers, the petals of your flower, fold back in. Just continue to breathe just like that, breathing flowers. So you can let go of that. Just rest your hands comfortably in your lap and continue to relax your body. So breathing flowers is a way of keeping our body. And so lots of times during the day, those things get pulled apart and our thoughts are spinning around and we're thinking about all kinds of things and we forget that we have a body and a breath. So breathing flowers teaches us about keeping those things together. You can use breathing flowers in lots of different places, like if you have to go to a meeting or something and you really have to pay attention to what the person's talking about, you could breathe that way, just to keep yourself pulled together, pulled in, and listening carefully. Now just relax your body. Softening the shoulders, softening your face especially, around your eyes, your mouth, your jaw. We always do our relaxation practice every time. It's our way of training ourselves how to let go more of stress, tension, how to keep our body and our mind pulled together, our awareness and attention pulled in as a part of us. So it's practice. We practice every time, just so that we'll be able to use it in our life. Good, just start to breathe just a little more deeply now. And then just interlace your hands and stretch up into seated mountain pose. And bring your fingers to your temples. Just massage your temples. And your jaw. And the base of your skull. Use your fingertips and your thumbs. And massage your neck, the back of your neck, and the top of your shoulders. And then bring your palms to your heart. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank those of you at home for being here. Have a lovely day and stay cool. It's going to be hot. So, namaste.
Drink water.
Drink water. That's right.